unthinkable that people would fail to take action if such things did indeed occur. But that is the glory of the present time. People are doing the unthinkable every day. And that is not the only good news. Things we feared lost decades ago are back and thriving. The Nazi, the Confederate, and the measles are all being tenderly reintroduced to their former habitats, where they seem to be flourishing, with a little periodic encouragement from above. Pollutants are being joyfully reunited with their ancestral rivers. Even the dread wide-leg pant is now frequently sighted in the wild. And it is not only the reintroduction of these treasures to the landscape that has so gladdened our hearts and spread out such wide and tempting vistas before us. Also to the realm of government do these great gains extend. Before, if someone had told you that they wanted to be put in charge of a large section of the government, even though they knew nothing about it, and perhaps wanted to co-opt it for personal profit, you would have told them to dream a different dream. You would have told them that this simply could not happen. People would not permit it. Well, you were wrong. And that was not all. Before, for instance, there were certain things that we could not imagine a president would say. There were certain things, for instance, that we could not imagine a president would do. There were certain people, for instance, that we could not imagine would be placed in charge of anything, let alone the government of the United States of America. But no longer. Indeed, we have much less need of imagination than we did before. Once, people could make whole careers conjuring up outlandish things that were not happening. No longer. Now, we need simply watch. Caricaturists are out of business, joining the ranks of travel agents and most, but not all, of the people who scan and bag purchases at the drugstore. We have become our own parodies, eliminating waste and redundancy. This kind of efficiency is what has allowed us to thrive at home and drop jaws abroad. We have killed off satire once and for all. It is dead. Long live reality. Which is to say that it is a wonderful time to be alive. Yes, wonderful. How marvelous to be stepping out of the thick mists of confusing facts and up toward the light of perfect clarity. How glorious to live in an age when things that once were fairy tales are now seen daily to be completely real. Children sticking their slim fingers through the bars of cages, emperors with no clothes, women with their voices ripped out. Galileo would probably love to be alive now. So would Jesus, who I believe is scheduled to arrive shortly. Yes, now is the best time. Nothing is off limits. Perhaps it was a brief folly to think that anything was ever off limits. Perhaps the so-called unthinkable has always been commonplace, and it was only that a few lucky people did not notice. Well, we know better now. No one has any idea what the next day will bring. Time itself seems to have taken on previously unimagined dimensions. The unthinkable is happening every day. We have emerged from the close darkness of before, shedding old scientific precautions and pushing aside all the warnings of the past, to stand bravely, to gaze unblinkingly, directly into the sun. Prologue. Welcome to the new physics. You may experience some temporal discomfort. It has been 60 years, and you have barely crossed the span from Monday until Tuesday. You entered the week comparatively young and spry, and now you are a withered and wretched crone, demanding ointment, and things that you could swear happened yesterday were simultaneously 300 years ago and never. This is normal. This is how time works now. Friday is both twice a week and not at all. Each Friday lasts 6 years. Tuesdays are only sometimes. If you pause to look down at your phone in the middle of a routine activity, you will look up and see a barren, unfamiliar landscape, and your hands will be covered in cobwebs. You are now 300 years older than you were, and you remember things.